let's get to our WrestleMania predictions. Oh, Nolan, it is going to be one. It's every wrestler in the WWE is wrestling on this damn card, except for Hornswoggle.
Except for two people who are yet. There's 2 spots open.
Oh, well, you know who's gonna. Can I take a pick on who's one of them?
Sure.
Can I take a pick? Oh, actually, we'll talk about when we get to the we'll talk when we get to the battle royal.
Okay.
I'll give you my 2 predictions, and they're gonna blow your mind. All right, well, let's get started with this pregame show, which of course is a crap because it actually probably had one of the better matches in it, and it is the Usos as the champions versus Rybaxel, and then we have the Real Americans, and of course we have the crap team. I don't want to even mention their names. They shouldn't even be in this.
Exactly.
The Matadors.
Los Crapadors.
The Crapadors, yes. Are we that bad off in our tag team that they have to be the contenders? Well, we have to have another face team, and couldn't they throw in the Rhodes brothers into this one instead?
Well, that's what I was.
The Matadors fighting the battle. Let that freaking little bull in the battle royal. Let's see him go in there for a bit. That would have been more entertaining.
Well, maybe he will. You never know.
Maybe he will.
Here's what I think is going to happen. There's only 2 possible winners of this match. Either the Usos retain or the Real Americans win the tag team titles.
And what do you think? What do you think is going to happen?
I think the Usos are going to retain.
Ooh, very nice.
I just think, the Real Americans work really good, and I think keeping them together is actually beneficial, but they're becoming a face team. So what's going to happen is the Usos are going to have to drop it to a heel team, and then Real Americans are finally going to win the tag team titles. Can you believe they haven't been tag team champions?
Well, I can believe it. Oh, I can, with the Shield and all that there, and the Rhodes brothers, there's just no room for actual regular tag teams to win the belts.
Well, they're not regular. Those guys are ass kickers, man.
Oh, they're ass kickers, but that's what. But you have the Rhodes brothers, and then you have the Shield, like these mega tag teams, and finally it gets down to like the Outlaws, and now it's getting into like the regular. We're going to be a team forever kind of feel. Even though I don't think the Real Americans are going to be a tag team forever, they're going to be at least for the next little while, or they break up at WrestleMania. Somebody's going to break up, either Shield or them, and I'm thinking it's probably going to be them. Well, they're going to get pinned or something like that. So I go with you. My prediction is the Usos retaining, even though the last couple of pay-per-views at the pre-show, it's always been a title change. Last year it was, Wade Barrett losing to The Miz? I think it was.
Whatever that crap was.
And that lasted a day.
Yeah.
And then he won it back, right? So I predict the Usos, they pin the Real Americans. I say they're going to pin Cesaro, sadly enough. And then there's going to be a breakup of the Real Americans at WrestleMania. So instead of a title change, you'll have a tag team breakup. Boom, there you go. And then that'll continue into the Battle Royal. Those guys will fight each other at the Battle Royal.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's our predictions. Usos as champions retain it. Who's the next challengers at the pay-per-view then after Extreme Rules?
For the tag team titles?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's something we'll see how it plays out at WrestleMania. Maybe Harper and Rowan.
I would like to see that. Extreme Rules, have the Hillbillies in there? Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
If you were to book a real fatal four-way for the tag team titles, what it should be is Real Americans, Harper and Rowan, obviously the Usos, and then I would probably have booked Reigns and Rollins.
Ah. That would have been a start. The Usos would have been the worst ones out there.
Yeah.
Oh, my. Oh, that's good. All right, well, speaking of the Shield, we might as well talk about them now. The Shield versus Kane and the New Age Outlaws. Oh, God. I tell you this, I'll give Kane some credit. There you go. Bass better call somebody. That Kane, he can sure wear pants.
He can
fight in anything. Fight in a
mask.
That
man can wear anything.
Fight in dress pants.
And he can debate you, too. He can debate you. He can set your balls on fire with a car battery. Oh, the good old days.
So the question I since I brought up the split in between the Real Americans, do we see a split with the Shield, or do we actually see just a common 6-man beat 'em up?
It's an interesting question there, because there is the possibility that one of them, a la Dean Ambrose, could turn on the other two, or two turn on Reigns.
Yeah.
So I mean, probably not, because I think the Shield need to have their win at WrestleMania. There's no, I really, really, really find it hard to believe that the Shield's not going to win the match unless there's like a screw job kind of finish.
Exactly.
So
I think this is just
unfortunately, I think
the
Shield. Unfortunately, I feel like the Shield could steal the show if they were fighting anybody else but those guys, because they won't be able to keep the right pace. Because when you notice, like, you see the Shield and the Real Americans go, it's unbelievable. Everybody's in the right place. These guys are like, Rollins. You're just, instead of having Rollins pull off a move that looks seamless, he's gonna have to wait for those guys to get into their spot.
Yeah.
Or it's gonna be a little bit of a like, oh yeah, he's setting it up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I could be wrong. You never know. But
is it me, or is Rollins actually going to be almost a bigger? Well, he's not going to be as big a face as Reigns, but he has the potential to really break out and be a strong face.
He's really he is really, really like upping his game, and he's starting to get over big time.
I think
it's funny because we all thought at the beginning that Ambrose was going to be the big guy, to be the one that's going to really stand out. But the truth is, I would argue that I would be shocked if the three of them all are not world champion at one point.
Oh, I agree. The major I think Ambrose is the least likely to be a world champion. Isn't that weird to say that? After 1 year ago, I would have went with Ambrose, but after the year of steady growth between Reigns and Rollins, and really stagnant for Ambrose, really a U.S. title that was never defended. It's now you see these other two guys as the big guys, and Ambrose is the guy kind of left behind.
Here's what I think is Ambrose might not be the world champion, but I guarantee he's going to have the best feud with somebody.
Oh, yes.
I put him against Bray Wyatt. I just want to see that. Josh has been praying for that one too. That could just be one hell of a feud. Yeah.
And the thing is, we saw a bit of that when at Elimination Chamber in the setup for that, right? It's just it was very nice. It's good. Excellent. Yes, again, Shield will win. No breakup, not till later on. I'm thinking SummerSlam for that, then they'll just finally break up. And it'll be, and Kane and the Outlaws can get their payday from their buddy Triple H, and you're all set. All right, let's get to the next match, which is, in my heart of hearts, the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, or as I call it, everybody gets a payday. And we have 2 or 3 spots. I see 3 silhouette figures on my screen here for people. So I'm going to go.
One's for the Midnight Rider.
Yes. Woo! Thank you. Well, there's already 2 roads in there. Why not add on Dusty? The Midnight Rider. That's right. Oh man, see, I like the fact they're showing. Thank you. They're showing some of the big names in this battle royal, and then we get Greg Maddox. Oh, Zack Ryder.
Greg Maddox. Now he's pitching that night. He's pitching on Sunday.
Yeah, that's right. Greg Maddox. Brad Maddox. Thank you. I'd rather take Greg Maddox, to be honest with you.
Well, yeah, he's going to give you. He'll give you a solid 8 innings.
Yeah.
He'll probably last the longest in that battle royal. You won't have to call a relief for him.
He'll hide underneath the ring. That's how he'll do. Sin Cara, and Scooby-Doo's best friend Sin Cara is going to be there.
Maybe
Shane's going to be there.
Yeah.
Maybe. There's 3 spots. You never know. And you got Christian. We got you got to have your fodder. I understand that. But if it's the Andre the Giant one, you'd think there'd be like 30. Thing is, they can't have a Royal Rumble without fodder, so I can't really say that. It's just I was hoping for bigger names to come in. And
maybe those names haven't been announced.
Like, say, I don't know.
There's going to be a couple of surprise guys. I mean,
You want my picks?
You give me yours and I'll tell you.
Here's my 3 additional guys who are going to be in there. Roddy Piper.
Okay.
Ultimate Warrior.
Mm-hmm.
Jake Roberts.
Okay. Here, okay, I think Warrior is going to be in it too, and I think he's going to be the last guy out.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to do all the intros, and then the music's going to hit. You know what I mean? It'd be a great moment. I think that you're going to see probably Warrior, either Rob Van Dam or Chris Jericho, one of the two, or possibly both. And I think that there could be a slight chance that you see either Kevin Nash, because of, he's a giant, or you could even see Sting.
Oh,
Make his
I'm saving it.
debut.
I'm saving him. You know something? Speaking of that, I saw that commercial for the Ultimate Warrior DVD. Man, that makes me want to pick it up.
That looks good.
From the hip.
Yeah.
That looks awesome. And just him talking about Sting says, just because we team together doesn't mean we're the best of friends. Oh, yes. Man. I got to check that out.
Sting drop, right?
Yeah.
They've been dropping Sting hints for weeks.
Oh, exactly. Oh, I'm saving my Sting appearance for somewhere else, but that's okay. But yeah, okay. I want Piper because it's 30 years since the very first WrestleMania. He doesn't have to stay in there for long. He just has to, and I think that's why having Piper there at Raw last week with that stupid frickin' Piper's Pit was a good thing. It kind of, I'm going to be there 30 years. I'm here. I'm still alive some way, somehow. Warrior, because, you got to have that beast in there. And he'll win. He'll win for sure. I'll do my prediction who he knocks out. And, of course, Jake Roberts, because Jake's been wanting to be part of this freaking WWE for the last... So you can have Jake out there with his snake pooping on everybody. So there you go.
Yeah, man.
And no real Americans are in this thing, so therefore they're going to fight. They're just going to be in the Fatal 4-Way. They'll be fighting all throughout the arena.
If they were in the match, I mean, the obvious prediction to win is the Big Show.
Yeah.
If he was in it, I would pick Cesaro to win, because he's gonna get a big push.
Yep.
Or it's gonna be somebody that's has a classic name, right? So
yeah. Ultimate Warrior knocking over the Big Show over the top rope with one of his stupid clotheslines. That's right. Now Booker Man.
Sucker! Maybe Booker T will be in it.
Yeah, there you go. See? It won't be Flair because he's very retired. But, okay, my question to you as the Booker Man, who wins, who needs to win, and who must win?
What?
For all these wrestlers. Out of these 30 wrestlers that are in here, who needs it, who must need it, and how, who really needs to win this Battle Royal? For you, out of all these guys, who really needs it to help their career? And who must do it or they'll fall into obscurity?
Well, I mean, I think Big E Langston would be an interesting pick. You got to pick a guy that's on the rise, right? Unless you're going with the Big Show. Sheamus doesn't need it. A guy like Christian doesn't need it. If you're not picking an up-and-comer, you got to pick a giant, which means you're going to pick the Big Show. Because there is no other giant that you could pick.
The Great Khali.
The Great Khali. Maybe Rusev. He'll be around in that one for sure.
He'll beat somebody up. He'll beat Zack Ryder up and then go into the path. Yeah, exactly. Ziggler needs to win this. From his promo... Actually,
Ziggler would be a very good choice to pick him. Because he's a guy that definitely... I think his punishment time is over. And now it's time to start building him up again.
And The Miz is 4-0 at WrestleMania.
Oh, don't even
not counting his pregame. So he's got an Undertaker-like streak going on right now. Undertaker-like streak. But I don't think The Miz is going to win. But I would like to see Ziggler at least in the final.
Yeah, I think you'll see him go far because he's going to be the guy that's. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter because they all start in the ring at the same time, but he'll be around towards the end. Big
Show, Ziggler, Ultimate Warrior, and I'm going to say Rey Mysterio because you need to have the big giant.
Well, and they did tease that too. That Mysterio went after him, right?
Exactly. So you need to have that.
Mysterio can't win. He doesn't. That's a waste.
How long is this match going to be? Over under 15 minutes.
Over.
Wow.
It'll be closer to 25, I think.
Really? Oh, that's... Yeah, every other battle royal I've seen that's like in WrestleMania is like 10 seconds.
Yeah, but
everybody's
the Divas match is going to be very short, 10 minutes.
Thank God. Thank God. Good.
There's
I
not that
hope
many
for a very
matches.
long battle royal.
Yeah.
And how long does Brad Maddox stay hiding underneath the ring before the Ultimate Warrior finds him and beats the living crap out of him?
Warrior, yeah, there's going to be a lot of people that are looking for him.
Amen. Amen. All right. Well, speaking of crap divas, it is the Vicky Guerrero Divas Championship Invitational. Oh man, it's AJ versus everybody.
AJ retains. Next.
No.
You got to have one heel win on this pay-per-view.
Oh.
You're like, damn, you're right.
Damn, you're right. Fine, let her win. Well, who takes the belt from her? No. No.
Have her
you know
lose.
Who's gonna win?
Have her lose in a one-on-one match.
No.
Against somebody.
No,
else.
this is the best way for her to lose, because then she can say, "Oh, I lost to 55
She will win
other
because she will win. She's going to do a roll-up on Tamina, and that will be it. Boom. Sets up a singles match on the next pay-per-view.
You got it close to being right. Tamina is the one. She'll spend all the battle royal protecting AJ, and then when AJ least suspects it, she'll roll her up for the pin.
No, I think it's the other way around.
There's your heel. There's your heel right there.
Tamina's not even...
And then say, girl, you betrayed me. I'll fight you at Extreme Rules in a hardcore match.
A Jimmy Snuka match.
A Jimmy Snuka coconut on a pole match.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And you have to dress like Tarzan.
Thank you. Exactly. No, I'm going Tamina Snuka, who is probably the least qualified of any of the divas to beat AJ. It works for the storyline. She's been her protector for the longest time. She'll protect her during the whole thing, and then turn on her end and win the belt. Boom. There you go. There you go. I like.
Or if AJ doesn't win, I think Paige is going to win.
I'll go with that.
Not even in the match.
Is she in this thing?
No, but you never. But
it's okay.
WrestleMania debut, win the women's title. If you want to put someone over big, bang,
There.
bingo, bongo, bango.
If Emma's in this thing, Lord knows, so can Paige. There you go. All right, let's get to what we call it could be the sleeper match. Could be the most the show stealer. Then again, doesn't have Daniel Bryan. It is Bray Wyatt versus John Cena. He can see you, John.
I can see you, John.
He'll get you.
This match is going to be. It's going to be a classic WWE match. It's going to be one of those it's going to be more of this about the story than the action. You're going to have your boys interfering, but this is where Hulk Hogan gets physical.
Oh.
The Hulkster's going to come down to police the outside of the ring, and he's going to punch Rowan, and he's going to punch Harper, and then what I could see happening is two things. Bray Wyatt wins, and then Cena gets him, and Hogan beat the guys up after the fact, or the other way around, where Cena gets the win, but the Wyatts get the moment at the end, and they drag Cena out of WrestleMania.
I like that. I really like that a lot.
Because I'm okay with Cena winning as long as kind of Bray gets the upper hand.
He's there to make Bray look good.
That's right.
And the very end of beyond. Because John doesn't have to be. He doesn't have to. He just make Bray look good. I like it. I still say Cena wins, but he'll pay the consequences.
Yes.
Without Hogan. I'm saying no Hogan. Hogan's going to get involved somewhere. It's not going to be in the John Cena match. It's too low profile for Hulk.
Yeah. Okay.
Leading into the next match, which is, of course, Brock Lesnar versus Undertaker's streak versus the streak down Undertaker's pants after that F5.
Speaking of sleeper matches,
Brock
Brock gets too close to him. Taker's going to be. Match is just like somebody's getting hurt. Yeah. I just get the feeling that Brock's going to have to drag Taker through the match, and it's going to be a shitty match.
It's going to
as much as I want to see it be a great match, it's not good. It's going to stink out the joint. I would be shocked. I would be shocked if Taker could even. Taker will win. If Taker wins, he's probably going to win by submission.
Yeah.
Because he's not going to be able to tombstone Brock, I don't think.
No. And he's got that Dragon Gate.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
I like that.
It's just like whatever. I mean, I know what's going to happen. I just want to see who kills each other first in the match. You know what I mean?
Who gets concussed first? Brock, 30 seconds in. There you go.
Yeah.
No, I think so. I think some way, somehow, the Demon's Gate will be used in that. And it's nice because it's MMA, it's Brock, submission hold, taps out. You know, that's just, I like the way that all works storybook-wise. Storytale-wise, I really like that a lot. So I'll go with you on that one. That's for sure. And
CM Punk comes back and causes the Taker to lose the streak. Bang.
There you go. There, the offhand chance. And teams back up with Paul again and makes everybody happy.
Yeah.
That's good. All right, let's get on to Daniel Bryan versus Triple H. The winner gets put into the triple threat match and the main event for the world title. Oh, man. I know where I'm going. I'll let you go first.
I'm going Fatal 4-Way.
Wow.
I think there's going to be a lot of shenanigans going on, and either Triple H is going to cheat to win, he's going to have the ref in his pocket, he's going to do something to manipulate the match, causing Vince McMahon to come out and say, no, this shit's not happening at WrestleMania, this is my show. Restart the match, or they both go in the Fatal 4-Way, or something like that.
Oh, man. I like that. You know something? Because nobody's expecting it, right? So let's just bring it. I like the idea.
And to bring Vince in to say, that's enough of your bullshit, my company, this and that. And then you can start this whole, Vince can come back on TV after WrestleMania, right?
Yeah. Or even, I just see Vince storming out with the big swagger.
Yeah.
That's...
bitch. Can you imagine if his music hits? That's going to be a huge pop.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Can Vince's ego be...
Vince comes walking out with Shane McMahon.
Yeah. In WrestleMania 30. Oh, man.
And Triple H and Stephanie.
Oh. Can Vince not be on this show at WrestleMania 30?
He's got to be on WrestleMania. It's Vince.
Exactly. Some way, somehow. He could be in the back with Triple H wishing him good luck or something like that. Here's my prediction. All right. They have their match. You know what's coming out. It's going to be a lovely sledgehammer.
Oh, yeah.
I'll see. The referee is the same referee that Daniel Bryan allegedly paid off way back in October to be the referee. The Scott Armstrong. Triple H brings him back. Boom, like that. Just to cause some kind of confusion. To tie up that loose string from all the way back in October that they want us to forget. Then he's going to use the sledgehammer, knock out Daniel Bryan, and then he'll pin Daniel Bryan to go in the triple threat. Now, he gets his arms raised, and all of a sudden you hear, I am a real American. And I'm not talking about Cesaro, and I'm not talking about Swag.
Oh, Zeb Coulter.
Zeb Coulter comes out. Well, his brother, Hulk Hogan, comes out, because they both look about the same nowadays. Hogan comes out, says, brother, I am the host of WrestleMania. I'm not having this happen. Restart the match. And so they restart the match. Daniel Bryan gets the upper hand, gives him the knee, pins him, boom, you're set. Daniel Bryan wins. Triple H is protected if he really needs to be protected, which is what question I'll have to ask you after WrestleMania. Because really, does Triple H need shenanigans to be pinned, or should Daniel Bryan pin him clean?
Well, I think that either way the match happens, there needs to be the opening for the other guy to get into the title match.
Yeah.
Because then if your storyline plays out, Triple H will be like, you have no authority. So that makes it, you're restarting the match null and void.
Yeah, but he's the host of WrestleMania, so he can do whatever he wants, brother.
We can't, brother.
We
can't even do a leg drop.
Brother. But I'm saying, should Daniel Bryan pin Triple H clean? With no shenanigans, pin him clean to earn the right. So therefore, he's beat the King of Kings at the biggest show.
Hogan comes down and then turns on Bryan, gives him the punch into the pedigree, gives him a big boot into the pedigree.
There you go.
The screw job's on.
Who brought me back, brother?
Yeah.
Triple H.
NWO.
That's right. And then Vince comes out.
HW, Hunter's World Order.
That's right. And then Vince comes out and says, you son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Make it a fatal 4-way.
And he sends Warrior out there to kick the shit out of Hogan.
There you go. Exactly. And that leads into our final match. Either it's going to be a fatal 4-way, which they already have one with the tag teams, but that's on the pregame show, so that doesn't count. So therefore, you can still have the same a fatal 4-way on the main card and not be sick of it. So you have that, or we have the triple threat, which would be Randy Orton, Batista, and Daniel Bryan. It's a simple one for me, Daniel Bryan.
Yeah, I mean, the WrestleMania moment with him holding the title and everybody doing the yes chant is one of those things, like, that's how it's got to end.
Yeah.
So, but I would still put Triple H in Triple H is going to get involved in the main event, whether he wins or loses or is in the match somehow.
Or cost somebody the belt.
He's going to be in there. Because then why not set up a Triple H versus Batista at Extreme Rules, or a Triple H, and then Orton will get his rematch against Daniel Bryan.
Exactly. I like that. Why not? And then I really, really like that. So Batista is almost close to winning. Hunter comes out to try to deal with Daniel Bryan. Then Batista goes, screw off. It's my show. Get out of here. And then ding, 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 and then he loses. And then boom. So who's getting the pin, Orton or Batista? Who's getting pinned?
I don't think they'll pin Batista.
So it'll be Randy?
Yeah. Because Randy, because then you would say, well, Batista, you don't even deserve a title match because you got pinned already. I think Orton can lay claim to, the rematch.
Jimmy doesn't even like Orton. That dog's got good taste.
That damn road dog.
But I will say this. So you're saying Divas will go before the world title match.
Yeah.
So therefore Daniel Bryan has to go. So it's got to be Daniel Bryan versus Triple H, like 5 matches before the world title.
Yeah, that's how it's got to play out. Damn dog.
Road dog. Okay. Well, that's excellent. Well, thank you. And is this one? Are you going off to see it at the big theater?
Yeah.
Excellent. I tell you what, if you don't want it, come over to the German's house. I'm sure the German would love to have you.
I already brought the ticket.
Oh, there's even better. There you go. Well, you had to. Now, you got to get there like 3 hours in advance to get the good seat.
Yeah. I wasn't taking any risk this time, with Mania, so I bought the ticket.
That's right. That's right. You're good. Good thinking man. That's right. Well, perfect, Nolan, as always. And let's see what happens next week. See if our predictions pan out. And until next time,
Bo Dallas.
He
better not be in the damn Battle Royal.
Oh, Dallas?
He wins the Battle Royal, Lipton. I'm buying you dinner.
Thank you. Done.
Then I'm going to kill you.
Because you... Oh.